Hello, Fantastic Beasts fans. Earlier today, the filmmakers released an image of two wands in anticipation of bigger news coming tomorrow. The image seemed to highlight the runes on the Elder Wand. We've seen a lot of runes in the first film and its merchandising. What could these symbols mean for the films going forward? I'm Susan Chapal with Fantastic Secrets Behind Fantastic Beasts to bring you the clues. Join me and other Fantastic Beasts fans here on the Beast Chaser Forum as we uncover the secrets, discover what's coming first, and play along with Rolling's newest game. Exciting news for Fantastic Beast fans lies ahead. Sounds like we might finally get the title announcement that we've been anxiously awaiting, or maybe even a teaser trailer. But what we have to fascinate ourselves with today are two wands. As the Elder Wand is on the left, does that mean the one on the right is Dumbledore's, before he won the Elder off Grindelwald in the infamous duel? The caption, "Wands at the ready," does seem to hint at a duel, doesn't it? Even though we know their 1945 meetup is several more films down the line. One hint that the right one is indeed Dumbledore's is the stone head. Although the image is not clear, it seems to be Tiger's Eye, and Tiger's Eye is considered to be a powerful protective stone. It's also known for its mysterious and watchful quality, and has, like the Eye of Providence, been linked to the all-seeing, all-knowing eye. Sounds perfect for Dumbledore. Also, the wand on the right has a faint hint of the style and shape of the Elder Wand, presently owned by Grindelwald and later by Dumbledore. Another possible connection. I'd really love to see more clearly the symbol on the gold band, but the resolution is just not strong enough. Still, all in all, these wands tease us with a very personal upcoming encounter between Grindelwald and Dumbledore. But what really excites me, possibly even more than the upcoming title release, are the runes that seem to be highlighted on the Elder Wand. It relates to a video that Suvi Home of Finland and I have been planning for a while, and we'd like your help in fully deciphering it. First, I want to acknowledge that these runes have been shown on the Elder Wand for several years, even before the Fantastic Beasts series. However, now that we've been seeing runes all over the place related to the films, I think it's time to look at them again with a new eye. Several months ago, I did a video on that huge floor pentagram in Macusa and what the symbols on it might mean. Basically, I theorized that the symbols were sigils used to call forth and control demons or beasts, but that each symbol might relate personally to our team members, playing on Rolling's theme of the beasts that live within each of us. Perhaps these sigils were used to hint at the conflict and trauma each team member would face going forward. Check that video for more. I'll link to it in the description below. Then, Suvi did a fabulous video on Scandinavian runes, their relationship to indigenous people throughout the region, how they might relate to the teachings at Durmstrang, and what we might see from them in the coming films. You really need to watch this video, and I've linked to it below as well. Since both of our videos released, I've discovered a new aspect of these runes which seem to be all over the Fantastic Beasts universe, and Suvi and I have developed a theory about how they may be used in the upcoming films, one that relates to the Elder Wand image. As Suvi covered, runes are simply an ancient form of writing. Each symbol represents a sound or letter that when put together forms words. From the way Mina Lima has been using these runes across a lot of the images for the films and merchandising, it seems that these words in the Fantastic Beasts world could be the written form of spells. So each collection of runes that we saw in the sigils would represent a different spell. But where we think the franchise is going with the runes relates to real World War II history. I'm sure you've heard of the Code Talkers, a group of Native Americans who used their language to transmit classified information during both World Wars. While Native Americans are perhaps the best known code talkers, Basque speakers as well as Welsh were also used. Perhaps witches and wizards have been writing their spells in runes for centuries. However, we anticipate in the upcoming films they will transform them for secret communication. The key is that it has to be runes which Grindelwald is unfamiliar with, which may be how the various wizarding schools across the globe will play a crucial role. Or perhaps, as Suvi thinks, it'll be Grindelwald using the runes as code. After all, he and his cronies are the ones who will have to keep themselves hidden. Grindelwald must have taken an interest in symbolic imagery ever since he was at Durmstrang when he carved the symbol for Deathly Hallows into the walls of the school. He carries an elder wand with runes on it. The question is, how much has he researched into runes, especially those less familiar to European magicals? Suvi also presents another intriguing possibility. During both World Wars, the Nazis were known to send encrypted messages through a machine they called the Enigma. It took considerable effort to crack the code, but finally a British cryptanalyst, Alan Turing, and his co-workers managed to do it. It's been speculated that the cracking of these encrypted messages revealing the whereabouts and actions of the Nazis helped bring a quicker end to the war. But Turing and the Brits weren't the only ones who cracked the Enigma. The Polish General Staff's Cipher Bureau also cracked the code, and we know a very special Pole who is a beloved member of our team. Joe did say Jacob had an important role to play. But where to start unraveling all these symbols? There are so many runes or rune-like systems that trying to trace exactly what Rowling and her team are using is difficult. Will she or Minalima draw from an already designed system in world building their possible magical code talkers, or will they design their own? Is it possible to take some of these symbols we've seen come through the film and translate them for a hidden meaning? That's where you come in. Join us on this game of unmasking the language of the runes we've already seen, whether in the movies or the merchandising, and we'll make a video featuring you and your translations. For example, to get us started, here is one possibility from the Elder Wand. The symbol circled looks to me like a combination of two ancient Egyptian amulets, an Ankh, which is a symbol of life and resurrection, and a Jed, which was a symbol of Osiris, the god of the underworld. So, in one symbol, you have life and death, a good representation for the power of the Elder Wand. So what do you think? Do you see the potential for a magical secret code? And can you help translate what these runes might mean? Please share your thoughts and translations in the comments below. And be sure to subscribe. The clues are coming out rapidly now, and I'm covering them all. Also, don't forget to check out my Fantastic Secrets Behind Fantastic Beasts or A Writer's Guide to Harry Potter at Amazon or your local bookseller.